Member for Sydney. I call the member for Swansea.
Thanks, Tom. Mr Acting Speaker, I rise today to speak in relation to, and I'll say this slowly, in relation to going off at the swamp, more commonly referred to locally as the Goats Family Festival. The festival is an initiative of the San Remo Neighbourhood Centre and is the brainchild of Gillian Hogan, better known throughout the community as Mother Goat. The aim of the Goats Festival is to celebrate the talents of young people and to bring together youth and families for an enjoyable day out. The decision to combine young people and families was integral from the very first event. Young people, sometimes perceived as being apart from families and community, rather than being a part of a family and an integral part of community life. The three aspects of supporting young people's talents, a drug and alcohol-free environment, and including families and the community in the mix, is the foundation that has been built upon and has seen the growth and success of 14 years of the Goats Family Festival. This year my team and I experienced our first Goats. We set up the mobile office and were pleased to see a huge crowd with over 12,000 visitors enjoying entertainment from 45 bands and performers spread across 3 stages, with every genre of music to be heard. There were also 36 community organisations attending, 21 local market stalls, art and literacy competitions, rides, animals and roaming entertainers. Although the event itself has put San Remo on the map and certainly on the calendar for many Central Coast residents, it is what the festival has been able to achieve in other ways that has encouraged me to speak of it today in this chamber. The San Remo Neighbourhood Centre staff first conceived the idea of a festival that promoted positive behaviour from young people rather than an event that reinforced the negative perception of young people and youth events where there is use of alcohol and illicit drugs. The first Goats Festival was held at Lake Munmora and featured 2 bands playing on the back of a truck. Only 200 people attended the first event, but today the Goats Festival is a major regional event that attracts visitors from cities and other states. Visitors from as far as Canberra and even Queensland came along for this year's event. I am told by the Neighbourhood Centre that there was not one incident of violence on the day, which is a testament not just to the organisers but to the community and families themselves. I wish to congratulate the San Remo Neighbourhood Centre and the volunteers, too many to individually mention for coordinating such a successful event. There are also widespread benefits for young people involved in organising the event. The planning phase of the festival involves a collaborative efforts of more than 100 young volunteers of all ages. These volunteers learn valuable life skills such as event management, marketing, publicity, public speaking and sound engineering and production in the lead up to the event. Volunteers are directly involved in the stage management, emceeing, sponsorship drives, risk assessment, creating ground plans, script writing and crowd control. This level of input into such a major event is a fantastic learning experience for the many young people involved. Stall holders are able to sell their locally made merchandise, show bags and food, while groups including the Lions Club, Scouts, Girl Guides and torchbearers can attend with stalls to raise funds for their own community projects. Performers and musicians featured at Goats can not only entertain a sizable crowd but also gain widespread exposure for their work. Many bands and artists who have performed at Goats have gone on to far greater success. Goats is more than an event. It is a training ground for young people, a social connector, a mentoring project, a motivational tool. It is a total support network, a community creativity pool and one of the most successful examples of community collaboration. Mr Acting Speaker, please join with me today in congratulating Mother Goat, Gillian Hogan, and all those involved with the Goats Family Festival. Thank you.
Indeed. I thank the member for